Hello there, my name is Wyatt, and today I'll be making a brief video walkthrough of the rental management software that we have created here at Share Marketplace. Before I get into that, I'd like to tell you a little bit about who we are as a company and what our goals are. So we are a startup founded in Kelowna, British Columbia by graduates of the University of British Columbia, and our goal as a company is to make renting as easy, if not easier, than buying. And we figured what better way to do that than to make a tool that will help small to medium-sized rental businesses be successful. So with that in mind, let's take a look at what we have. So what you're looking at here is the portal, which is essentially the dashboard of the RMS. And from here you can see your bookings, inventory, analytics, and customers. So starting with bookings, you can see all of your active bookings and what state they are at. And you can also expand on that, and you can mark your bookings as picked up. You can assign employees to bookings. You can send payment links or collect in-person payments, as well as sending signature requests for your contracts or waivers. Additionally, each booking has a communications link where you can have an email conversation with a customer and view it all in the same spot as the rest of the booking details. You can also see a summary of the order, the items, and the contracts. Within the inventory section, you can see all of your inventory items, which are broken down not just by item, but by individual items. So we assign a serial number to each item. And you can, if you'd like, go and change that serial number to something a little bit more, digestible, like dry bag 1. And from here, you can also edit the pricing and tags and general information about each of your inventory items. We also offer in-depth analytics that can help you kind of gain an idea of how your business is performing. And these analytics can be broken down a little bit. You can apply date ranges to them. You can, see customer analytics to see who your most valuable customers are, how many new customers you've picked up. And you can also view analytics based on your inventory items, so you can see your kind of best performing inventory, worst performing inventory, things along those lines. And also, you can export your analytics to a PDF if that's something that you need to be doing. Next, we have the customers. Within the customer portal, you can see a list of all of your customers, and you can filter them by different things such as the city where they are in, their activity status, total spending, and whether they're an individual customer, business, things like that. From here, you can also select customers based on the filters if you'd like, and you could send out targeted emails to these customers based on templates that we offer. And these templates can also be customized a little bit. You can choose different images, and you can choose different color themes, as well as change the text if you like. Okay, so that covers the dashboard or the portal. Let's take a look at the sidebar, which is where the more nitty-gritty stuff is within the software. Although it is still very simple, um, it just goes into more complex operations. So here we have the calendar, where you can see a monthly view of everything that's going on within your software or within your business. You can also switch to a weekly view, where you can see it week by week. And through the weekly view, you can also sort to bookings view, where instead of seeing all of your inventory items and what state they are at, you can see your bookings and see just what bookings you have going on during each week and who the customer is. Additionally, you can switch to employee view, where you can see what bookings your employees are currently assigned to, what bookings your employees are assigned to that are upcoming, and you can also see what delivery drivers are assigned to these bookings if that's necessary for you. Right here you have the inbox, which is where you'll see all of the emails that are coming in for your different items. So I mentioned earlier that there is a communications feature through each booking. So you can see an example right there. So when you receive emails, it is automatically attached to the booking that is relevant, and that way you can see kind of the history of your communication with that customer in case you need to find some sort of detail that you don't know. You can also go here to create a new booking. If this is in the use case that someone calls and says, hey, I want something from the 19th to the 20th, I'll pick it up and drop it off at 1 p.m. You can assign the customer and then just select the items and real quickly create the booking. And then here's that manage booking screen again where you can assign an employee, you can see the communications, send a quick email, hey, booking confirmed, or whatever it may be. Next we have the contracts. So we offer a feature that allows you to upload your own contracts. We can't provide contract templates for everyone because each business has their own unique needs and there are legal obligations, but what we can do is give you this sort of template where you can put your own contract in, and then you use these dynamic fields to drag and drop into your contract. And these dynamic fields will auto-populate with the details of the booking. So you don't have to manually go in and change the contract for each booking. Our system will do it for you. And then you can send this contract link out and receive electronic signatures for it. Once you create the contract, you can associate different items to it. And that way, every time that item is booked out, it will use that contract. When it comes to payments, we partner with WorldPay. So the reason we partner with WorldPay is because they have the guarantee that they will match or reduce your current processing fees, and additionally, they will provide you with their own customer service team. So if you have any issues with payment, you can go straight to them and you do not need to go through us as a middleman. So we thought that was really cool and went to partner with WorldPay for that reason. You are also able to create different coupons for your items if you're running a promotion or something along those lines, and these coupons can be sent out with our email marketing tool. We also have reviews. These reviews can be toggled on and off, so if you have a bad experience with a customer, you can eliminate their option to review you, which is kind of a sneaky feature, but it's very useful. This is our help center where you can see our service representatives. You can submit feedback tickets or support tickets, submit feedback, and view different system walkthroughs. In the settings, you have your settings. I won't go too into that because it's fairly self-explanatory. We also have this feature at the top where you can clock in, and this way you can keep track of your employees' hours and kind of when they were here, when they weren't, and you can see how much each of your employees are getting paid based on their hours, if that's something that's useful for your business. So that essentially covers everything we have to offer in the software. There are a few more little features here and there, but I'm not going to go too in depth with that because it would just take too long and I don't want to bore you. But thank you for taking the time to check this video out. I've been Wyatt, and have a good day.